Welcome back to the third video on the regulatory and supervision of Islamic finance. So the next question is, who or which institution play its role as the authorities in regulatory and supervisory function for Islamic finance? So in the case of regulatory and supervisory, this is important because they are responsible for policies that affect the country's supply of money and credit. So that's why for Islamic financial institutions, so it's also important to have these authorities to govern or regulate and supervise Islamic financial institutions. In reality, however, different authorities have different mandates, and these mandates largely determine whether a central bank can play an active or just a passive role in the development of the Islamic financial services industry of its country. So in recent years, it has been well recognized that the three main roles of central bank are to ensure, so the first one is to ensure the price stability or stability in the value of money. So this is also understood as maintaining a sustained low rate of inflation. So this is the first function of the central banks, or the roles of the central bank. Secondly, so the role of central bank is to ensure stable real economy. So this is often interpreted as high employment and high and sustainable economic growth, as the monetary policy adopted by the central bank is expected to smooth the business cycle and offset shocks to the economy. So especially like nowadays, the effect of COVID-19 on the economy is quite strong. So even we see that the unemployment rate has been rising, as the company or business entities could not hire people for their business due to the money constraint. And the third function of central bank is to ensure financial stability. So financial stability, this is to encompasses an efficient and smoothly running payment system and the prevention of financial crisis. So these are among the three main roles of the central banks. In the case of Malaysia, so we have the first authority or regulator, we call it as regulator, and supervisory authority is the Central Bank of Malaysia, or Bank Negara Malaysia. So the role of central bank is entrusted to Bank Negara Malaysia. So Bank Negara Malaysia was established in 1959 under the Central Bank of Malaysia Act 1958. And this Central Bank Act in 1958 has been repealed by the Central Bank of Malaysia Act 2009, which became effective on 25th of November 2009. So among the principal objectives and functions of BNM according to the Central Bank Act 2009 are to promote monetary stability and financial stability, to formulate and conduct monetary policy, to issue currency and keep reserves, safeguarding the value of currency. Number 4, to regulate and supervise financial institutions which are subject to laws enforced by the bank. Number 5, to provide an oversight over money and foreign exchange markets. Number 6, to promote the reliable, efficient, and smooth operation of national payment and settlement systems. and to ensure that the national payment and settlement system policy is directed towards Malaysia's advantage. Number 7, to promote a sound, progressive and inclusive financial system. Number 8, to promote an exchange rate regime consistent with the fundamentals of the economy. Number 9, to act as the financial advisor, banker and financial agent to the government. So these are the list of function and objectives of the central bank according to the Central Bank Act 2009. Another important regulator or supervisory in the Malaysian banking system is the Securities Commission. Securities Commission is focusing, as you can see, the functions of the Securities Commissions. The first is supervising and monitoring the activities of exchange holding companies, exchanges, clearing houses and central depositories. So this is the first function of Securities Commission. Second, registering authority for prospectuses of corporations other than unlisted recreational clubs. Number 3, approving authority for corporate bond issues. Number 4, regulating all matters relating to securities and futures contract by inter alia, ensuring reasonable measures taken in maintaining the confidence of investors in the securities and futures market. Number 5, regulating the takeover and mergers of companies. So all mergers and takeover activities falls under the regulation under the Securities Commission. Number 6, regulating all matters relating to unit trust schemes. Number 7, licensing and supervising all licensed persons. Number 8, encouraging self-regulation among the professional associations or market bodies in the securities and futures industries. Number 9, ensuring and promoting proper conduct of market institutions and licensed persons by inter alia, suppressing illegal, dishonorable and improper practices in dealings and tradings in securities and futures contracts. So these are the two important regulatory bodies or authorities in the case of Malaysia. Next, we see the authorities or international standard setting organization. So the first important international standard setting body is the Basel Committee for Banking Supervision, BCBS. So Basel Committee was established in 1974, and the function of Basel Committee is basically to provide forum for regular cooperation on banking supervisory matters. So each country will send their representative in order to hold a discussion of forum for discussion. So the objective of Basel Committee is basically to enhance understanding of key supervisory issues and at the same time improve the quality of banking supervision worldwide. And the most important thing is the Basel Committee provide or agreed on the best standards, especially for capital adequacy of the banking institutions. Next, we also have the International Organization of Securities Commissions. So this commissions is recognized as the world's most important international cooperative forum for securities regulatory agencies. And the commissions regulates more than 90% of the world securities market, and their key roles is basically in setting up the international standards for securities regulations, identifying issues affecting global markets, and also making recommendations in meeting challenges related to the issuance of securities. We also have the International Association of Insurance Supervisors. So this is important for the insurance, and was established in the year 1994. The purpose, this IAIS represents insurance regulators and supervisors of 190 jurisdictions in nearly 140 countries. Yeah? And the objective is basically to cooperate towards improved supervision of the insurance industry on a domestic level as well as the international level. So the purpose is basically in order to maintain efficient, fair, safe and stable insurance market for the benefit and protection of the policyholders. Secondly, the objective of IAIS is to promote the development of well-regulated insurance market. And number three, the objective is to contribute towards global financial stability. So if you see, the most important things for each and every regulatory or authorities, so their purpose is towards achieving the financial stability, because this is one of the important things within the financial system. Without financial stability, the financial system would not remain as what is available nowadays. With regards to the Islamic, specifically for Islamic financial institutions, so we have the IFSB, Islamic Financial Services Board, and also the IOFI. So Islamic Financial Services Board was established in 2002, and it started the operations in 2003. So it is an international standard setting body consisting of regulatory and supervisory agencies, and the IFSB is interested in ensuring the soundness and stability, again related to the issue of soundness and stability of the Islamic financial services industry. So this include banks, capital markets, insurance, or takaful. So it promotes the development of a prudent and transparent Islamic financial services industry by introducing new or adapting existing international standards consistent with Sharia principles and recommending them for adoption. Second international standard setting organization for Islamic financial institution is the Accounting and Auditing Organization for Islamic Financial Institutions, or known also as the IOFI. So IOFI was registered in Bahrain on 27th March 1991. So it is an international Islamic international autonomous, which is not a profit organization, that prepares, so this institution prepares accounting, auditing, governance, ethics and Sharia standards for Islamic financial institutions, participants and the overall industry. So what IOFI do, or the objectives, is to develop accounting and auditing and governance thoughts relevant to the activities of IFIs, with consideration of international standards and practices which comply with the Sharia. And IOFI also disseminate accounting and auditing and governance standard relevant to the activities of IFIs. And also the IOFI conducts training, seminars, publication of periodical newsletters, carrying out and commissioning of research and other means. Also, the objective of IOFI is to prepare and interpret accounting and auditing standards for IFIs. And last but not least, it review and amend accounting and auditing standards for Islamic financial institutions. So in the case of Malaysia, we did not subscribe to the IOFI. So the Islamic financial institutions in Malaysia are free whether to replicate or to choose to follow the standards of IOFI or not. But the most important thing, the Islamic financial institutions in Malaysia have to follow the regulation or any parameters, Sharia parameters especially, issued by the Central Bank of Malaysia. With regard to the accounting, of course, Malaysia have its own accounting standard, which is the Malaysian Accounting Standard Board, MASB. So Islamic financial institution should also follow the standards which has been issued by the Malaysian Accounting Standards Board. So with that, thank you very much for listening to this video. I hope you can benefit to the content that I have already shared with all of you. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.